Howdy Tutti Fruities, it's Davenger, and today I am bringing you another Halo 4 commentary. The background gameplay is Capture the Flag on Simplex. It may or may not actually be Team Throwdown, I'm not really sure. All I know is it's a really old game, and I know this because I started out with the DMR, and I haven't done that for a very long time because I was a noob back then. But anyway, that's not the point. What I wanted to talk about today was kind of something different than I would normally talk about in a commentary. And I know you're thinking, in a normal commentary, you don't talk about anything because you haven't made a commentary in a while. And I realize this, but because I am awesome, I'm making this commentary. So what I wanted to talk about was why all college kids drink and party. So, for those of you that aren't in college, you might not know this, but when you get to college, a lot of people are going to be partying and getting drunk and drinking all weekend long. And that's the main thing to do. You know, that's kind of the itinerary for the weekend. Maybe day drinking, and then night drinking, and then you're blacked out by 7 o'clock, that kind of a thing. And it might not be that extreme. I'm just kind of, talking right now about kind of what goes on. So, a lot of people, like I said, like to go out and party. And what I want to know is, why is that? Why is it that people can't have a good time on the weekend without getting wasted? Why they have to be blacked out and think that's the greatest thing ever, and that's, if you can get blacked out on a weekend, you had a good weekend, you did good. So, a couple reasons that I thought of maybe why these people do this is because, one, they have their independence now. There's not mom and dad there saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. And they kind of want to test how far they can go because there is no adult figure in their life to tell them what they should and shouldn't do. So that's number one. Number two, it's kind of a rebellion thing perhaps. Maybe they lived such a sheltered life and, there was no alcohol in their house. Talk of alcohol was, kind of not taboo, but it was like, oh, tisk tisk, you talking about alcohol. Maybe that's kind of a thing. I don't know, that's a possibility. And the third one is maybe, they're just following the leader. Maybe when they got into college as a freshman, they didn't have any friends. Perhaps they went far away to college, so they didn't know anyone there. And when they finally made friends, their friends all said, oh, we're going out this weekend, why don't you come with us? So, Jack and Jill here decided they wanted to go out with their friends, so they did, and then they became hooked on it, and it became a reoccurring thing, until they graduate. And I think that's the third possibility. I'm not saying I'm not saying that's all the possibilities. I'm just saying those are the ones that I thought of, right now. And what I wish, and I want to say this correctly without sounding like a total stuck-up jerk. I wish more people were like me. And if I could explain that, I would say I don't want people to be like me. I just wish that more people were like me in the fact that I don't drink and I don't party. Partying isn't my thing. One of my first commentaries that I released on this channel was a story about when I went to I forget where it was, a college somewhere with my brother, because we were on the way to my dad's wedding. And the second night we were there, it was this huge party, and I was just miserable, and it was terrible. And I knew right there, I was like, when I get into college, I am just going to hate my life, and I'm not going to party at all. And I think that definitely held true, because I have only ever been to one party, and it was terrible. It was horrendous. The only reason I went was because my girlfriend, it was her team's, kind of a date night thing. And that's the only reason I went, because, it was date night and I was her date, obviously. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have gone, and I would not have gone out at all yet in my college career. And I'm going to be a junior next year. That's really weird for a lot of people. They would probably think that I'm just a freak because I don't do this. And I was talking, I'm definitely in the minority here. And it's just crazy to think about. But I was talking to Shmeckledorf the other day, and we were just talking about, why people do this, because he's not big on drinking either. I don't think he's ever drank anything. I don't think he's ever gone out, and I don't really think he ever intends to. I don't really know. That's not for me to say. But we were talking about it because it was Saturday night, and we were sitting playing Halo together, and obviously we weren't drinking. And we were just talking like, if we went to the same college, we'd be, doing some fun stuff right now. We'd be going, play some ball, basketball, soccer, volleyball, whatever. Maybe just game like we are now. Just hang out, do whatever. People can have fun without, drinking. And I just don't think people realize that. And maybe they just love getting drunk. I don't know. I never have really ever been able to say, oh, yeah, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you know what I mean? So, you know, they're just people that don't party are very hard to come by. You know, they're hard to find. When you get into college, you're not going to be able to find them very easily. But my message to you guys is to make that concerted effort once you get into college. Make the concerted effort to find these people that don't party. You know, if you know that partying is not going to be your thing, definitely try and find people that are like you. Because, trust me, if you don't, you're going to be really lonely and you're going to question whether or not you want to even be in that college. Because that's what happened to me. Last year, my freshman year, I didn't make that effort to find people that didn't party. And so I was by myself a lot with my stupid roommate that I hated. And it just led me to a lot of thinking, like, you know, maybe college isn't for me. Maybe, you know, I don't want to be here. Maybe I need to go to a different college. All these things are running through my mind. And I think kind of the root of that was because I didn't have a whole lot of friends last year because everyone that I talked to went out and partied. I finally thought I found someone, you know, that didn't party, and it turns out they do, and like now, you know, I'm miserable in my own apartment. So that's that. You know, if you guys make the effort, you'll find people. It's just they're very hard to come by, and they're few and far between. So, you know, that's my message to you. I hope you guys take it to heart, and I hope you guys, you know, if partying's for you, okay, let me say this. If partying's for you, I'm not bashing you. You know, if partying's for you, that's fine. Go ahead and party. I'm not saying people that party are bad people, or that they're dumb, or that anything you can think of bad, I'm not saying about you. I'm just saying it's not for me, and that's fine. Some people, it's not for some people. That's fine. Like if you know someone that's partying is not for them, but you go out and party, don't make fun of them for not partying. It's just not, you know, just because they don't party doesn't mean they're a freak, or doesn't mean that they're weird, or that, you know, they're gay or whatever. It just means they don't like the party, and that, I mean, that's fine. So anyway, guys, that was kind of my rant on this, and my take on college parties. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you party, you know, that's fine. If you don't like the party, that's fine too. Just let me know what you guys are thinking about this, and maybe we can get a conversation going, you know what I mean? So to wrap this up, I will be starting my gamer review series. I'm finally in the mood to do commentaries again. I'm getting some of this stress out of the way. College is almost over for this semester and this year, which is crazy to think about. I got 3 more weeks left, I think. Maybe a week. Counting this week, I have 2 weeks of classes left, and I'm already done with classes for the day. So really, I have 6 days of class left, which is nuts to think about. Wow. I'm just getting kind of weirded out thinking about it because I'll be a junior next year. Jeez. Anyway, but yeah, I will be making more commentaries, and I will start my game review series. I do not have the list in front of me. I mean, I do, but it's in the back of the notebook, and I don't want to flip through it to make you guys listen to all that. I'm not sure who's going first. XXX Tangalang would have been first. However, his gameplay that he sent me, he went like 19-2 in. And if you're going to send me gameplays, that's fine, but make sure they're not incredible gameplays, because the point of this game review series is to help people get better. If you go 19-2 or get a perfection, there's not a whole lot I can say to make you feel better, and not feel better, to play better. And so I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, he goes, you know, and gets this kill, good job. No, I'm just going to tell you, like, hey, you can send me another one, or, you know, I'm not going to do this one, kind of a deal. So that's that. Make sure you send me not that great gameplays. I mean, they don't have to be terrible gameplays, just ones that you don't go absolutely ham in. So that's that. Just make sure you guys are staying tuned for more commentaries. I'll start up a new series here soon, I think. I'm not going to say what exactly that is yet, but just make sure you're watching out for that. My Let's Play series, I don't know where that's at right now. I haven't really decided. I hate doing that series. A lot of people hate watching it, so, you know, I probably won't continue. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. If you liked it, you know, send it a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.